Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. Today we're going to talk about exhaust systems and 2 tech tips for you. We're finding out a lot of you are starting to do your own modifications to your motorcycles, and one of that is most of the time an exhaust system. Well, since late '07 we've had to deal with O2 sensors and exhaust system. And we're finding out a couple of times that because not of detail or not watching what you're doing, you're switching the O2 sensors. Let me give you an example. Here's a stock exhaust system, all right? Look how close the 2 ports are for the O2 sensors. Now, both O2 sensors are colored, white and black, and they'll only fit in the motorcycle, black to black, white to white. You can't switch those. But down below, you can switch it. And here's the thing. If you put the rear black in the front pipe and put the, of course, opposite for the rear pipe, yes, your motorcycle will start, but it won't run quite right. And we've had too many people be advised by their friends that, oh, you just need a good tune. You need a good smart tune or a power commander or something to run. And really what it is the placement of the O2 sensors are getting exhaust fumes from the wrong pipe, and the calibrations are off in the motorcycle. It makes a difference where the O2 sensors are. So if you are taking your stock system off, either disconnect at the bike, or if you're replacing your stock exhaust system, let's just say you dented it or you want to do something different, make sure you put the correct O2 sensor in the correct pipe. Now here's the second tech tip. When you are dealing with exhaust systems and you're taking one off, and let's just say you're taking it off so you can replace the cam cover or the transmission cover with a chrome one versus a black one that came from the factory, and you want to put the exhaust system back up, use new exhaust gaskets. Here's the thing, now that we're using O2 sensors, if you have a leak here, it's bringing fresh air and mixing with the exhaust gas and giving you a false reading on your O2 sensor. So it is critical that you get a good seal. Now Harley-Davidson, here we go, brand new gasket. Harley-Davidson has made them tapered. So the squared end goes into the motor and the tapered follows the cone of the motorcycle. So you get a really good fit. Now here's where the problem is. When you take your exhaust system off and put it back in, it won't match up perfectly the second time. So you want to use a brand new so it matches up and seals when you bring the 2 bolts together. Now here's the second tech tip about exhaust systems. A lot of you are putting custom exhaust systems on it. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but stock has a cone, so it fits the Harley-Davidson exhaust gaskets. Aftermarket ones are flat, no cone, flat, and it really makes a hard time for the cone to fit on it. So the aftermarket people give you these little gaskets, all right, flat. Let me tell you, you have a 50-50 chance whether you get this on straight and it seals. And you say, well, all right, Mike, I'll put 2, all right, to give it a more thickness. No, it just doesn't work that way. Here's a little something that I do. Not everybody does it, but this is how I make sure that this seal is good. I take the Harley-Davidson and I take the sharpest scissors I got and I cut them in half. Now I cut the thin part off, so then I have a fat kind of squared off to meet the new pipe, and it will squish and seal every time. All right, it takes some ingenuity, you know, really good pair and cutting it in half. Take the thin part out, put the thicker part in, and then put your custom exhaust pipe on it. It will seal versus these thin little ones. These thin little ones, no all exhaust system fits perfectly when you're mounting it. All right, these just don't work 50% of the time. Some of you might email me and say, Doc, man, I've had it. They work great every time. Good for you. I'm just saying, when I'm doing a job, I don't want to have second guessing going out and going, bike's not running right. Why? Is it getting more air here and confusing? I want it sealed the first time so I don't have to come back and work on it again. So when you're doing exhaust systems, attention to detail. Make sure the O2 sensors are going in the correct pipe. The white one goes in the front and the black one goes in the rear pipe. And make sure that you have a brand new gasket that seals for your exhaust system. Here's another tech tip from Low Country Harley-Davidson and Doc Harley.